Hello and welcome. My name is Lisa, and I am so glad that you are here. Today, we are talking cash money. How much did I make as a yoga teacher in 2024? Let's get into it. In 2024, I was teaching between 2 and 4 yoga classes a week. These yoga classes were spread out between a corporate yoga gig, some studio classes, as well as some rec centers. As I get into these numbers, please know that this is not my only source of income, but I will be sharing how much I made as a yoga teacher in 2024. Let's start with the most amount of money that I made and work down to the smallest amount of money that I made. First, we have revenue from teaching corporate yoga classes. Know that teaching corporate classes will pay you higher than almost anywhere. Private yoga classes will pay more than corporate, but this is the second best revenue that you can make as a yoga instructor. From corporate yoga, I made $9,800 in 2024. This was from a morning yoga class at a corporate business, as well as a 30-minute meditation class at that same corporate business. The next stream in 2024 of yoga revenue for me was working at yoga studios. For me, I taught one weekly class at a studio, and I also worked one desk shift a week at a yoga studio. For the desk shift, I made a total of $2,117.95. For my classes at the studio, I made $2,700 even, for a total of $4,817.95. The third and final yoga revenue stream for me in 2024 was teaching classes at rec centers. I taught for 2 different municipalities, 2 different cities. For the first city, I made $1,042.05 for one weekly class. For the second rec center class I made $1,259.84. This came to a total of $2,301.89. So altogether, these 3 streams of revenue from teaching yoga and working in yoga studios came to $16,919.84. This averages about $1,409.99 a month. Now know that this is part-time income. As I stated earlier, this is not my only source of income. If this content and information is valuable to you, I invite you to like and subscribe down below. And next, I'd like to share my projections for yoga income for 2025. So my projections for 2025 for all of my yoga income. I'm still teaching for a corporate organization. However, I'm no longer teaching a yoga class. I'm only teaching a meditation class. For this, I project that I will make $4,000 in 2026 through being paid for corporate yoga. For studio yoga, I still have my desk shift. I still have my weekly class in a yoga studio. I'm also adding in 2026 being a part of yoga teacher trainings, which will also increase my income from studios. For my desk shift, I project I will make $2,000 a year. For my class, I project $2,400 in 2026. And for yoga teacher training, this one's a little bit tricky. I projected $2,500. This is based on if enough people sign up to have the training move forward and have all of the modules move forward in the yoga teacher training. For the rec center class, I'm now only working for one municipality in one rec center, and I project I will make $1,400. This comes to a total of $12,300. Now for 2026, I kept my projections fairly low. This doesn't include any classes that I would sub or any classes that I would potentially pick up along the way in 2026 if it were a good fit for me and my current schedule. I prefer to keep my projections low for my yoga-based income so that I'm able to budget on what I know for sure is going to happen. So these numbers are based on weekly classes that have a high chance of continuing based on attendance levels and budgets for the rec center and as well for the corporate yoga. The only variable here that I'm a little bit nervous about heading into 2026 is the yoga teacher training. Again, that's largely based on how many people sign up for the yoga teacher training and if we have enough students to continue with that training. So what do you think about these yoga revenue numbers? Is it higher than you thought? Is it lower than you thought? I'd love to hear your comments below. And again, if this content has been helpful for you, please hit that like and subscribe buttons. And I will see you at the end of 2026. I'll compare my projections from this video to what I actually made in 2026. So please stick around for that and join me at the end of the year. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next one.